Islam spread in several ways throughout history. During the lifetime of the Prophet Muhammad and the early centuries of Islamic history, the religion spread primarily through trade, commerce, and diplomatic relations. Muslim merchants and diplomats brought their religion to new lands and communities, and as they traded with others, they also spread Islamic culture and beliefs. Another factor in the spread of Islam was military conquest. In the 7th and 8th centuries, Arab armies conquered a number of territories and brought Islam to the populations living there. In some cases, conversion to Islam was encouraged through political and economic incentives, while in others, conversion was forced. Later, the religion continued to spread through trade, travel, and migration, as well as through the work of Sufi mystics and other Islamic scholars who traveled to new regions to teach and spread their beliefs. Today, Islam is one of the largest and fastest-growing religions in the world, with millions of followers in every corner of the globe. Throughout Islamic history, there have been many famous soldiers who have made a significant impact on the religion and the world. Some of the most notable soldiers of Islam include Khalid ibn al-Walid, also known as the Sword of God, was a companion of the Prophet Muhammad and a brilliant military commander. He played a key role in several early Muslim military victories, and his tactics and strategy continue to be studied and admired by military leaders to this day. Saladin, also known as Salah al-Din, was a Muslim military commander and the first Sultan of Egypt and Syria. He is best known for his victory over the Crusaders during the Third Crusade and for his chivalry and respect for his enemies. Baybars, a Mamluk Sultan of Egypt, led successful campaigns against the Mongol Empire and the Crusaders and expanded the territories under Muslim control. Tariq ibn Ziyad, a Berber general, led the Umayyad invasion of the Iberian Peninsula, modern-day Spain and Portugal, which marked the beginning of Muslim rule in the region. Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire in India, was a brilliant military strategist and a skilled commander who conquered much of India and laid the foundation for one of the greatest Muslim empires in history. These are just a few examples of the many famous soldiers of Islam throughout history. Each of these individuals made a significant contribution to the spread and development of Islam, and their legacy continues to inspire and influence people to this day. There have been several significant events throughout history that have had a negative impact on Islam, including the Crusades. The Crusades, which were a series of wars fought between Christians and Muslims in the 11th, 12th, and 13th centuries, had a profound impact on Islamic civilization and left deep wounds on both sides. The Crusades damaged the reputation of Islam in Europe and contributed to a legacy of mistrust and misunderstanding between the two religions. The Mongol invasions. The Mongol invasions of the 13th century were a major turning point in Islamic history. The Mongol armies, under the leadership of Genghis Khan and his successors, swept across the Islamic world, destroying cities, slaughtering populations, and laying waste to much of the cultural and intellectual heritage of the region. Colonialism. The colonization of Muslim lands by European powers in the 19th and 20th centuries had a profound and lasting impact on Islamic civilization. The colonial powers imposed their own political, economic, and cultural systems on the regions they controlled, often suppressing indigenous religious and cultural traditions. The rise of extremist groups. In recent decades, the rise of extremist groups that use violence to achieve their political goals has had a profound impact on the perception of Islam in the world. These groups, such as Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State, have committed horrific acts of terrorism and have been responsible for the deaths of thousands of people, both Muslim and non-Muslim. While these events have had a negative impact on Islam, the religion has also undergone periods of revival, growth, and cultural flourishing, and continues to be a major force in the world today.